of all people, because I want you to keep this in mind, okay? Of all people, she's going off on a telemarketer who called her.
Phone screaming at a telemarketer.
Volunteer, my house has been broken into. I need to talk to your lawyer. I just called my lawyer.
What state are you from, ma'am?
It doesn't make any difference. You don't get to ask me any questions. I was just abused. I can call you any swear name. I need your first and last name. And believe me, there are consequences. Mm-hmm. It was to the point where I actually had an appendix rupture. Mm-hmm. Because of telemarketing calls. But it doesn't matter what state it is illegal, you're arrested, you're a hate or hurt or life destroyer. I need your first and last name. The police are listening.
Okay, my name's Alex.
What's your last name?
I don't give my last name all over.
You called my house, Alex! Oh! Then let me talk to your supervisor. The police are ready.
Okay, I actually am a supervisor here. I can help you.
You broke a law. You did a felony arrest. You called my number. Oh! I used to be an EMT. People died because my answering machine was full. You don't have to give your last name, Alex.
Not if I don't want to.
You son of a motherfucker. Well, okay, so what?
Are the police really listening in on this?
What?
Are the police really?
So they want me to get you. You bet. Wait, you can hear it in a minute. You can hear the click. You guys? I heard a click.
Okay.
Okay? You call people's houses?
Mm-hmm. And by the way, we fully abide by the do not call list rules.
We are all on it. You cannot call anybody. And what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, folks. I can't play the whole thing. But just take my word for it. It is on and on and on and on. And I'm going to sue your family because I know people in the IRS and they're going to audit you and your family and something about I'm going to make sure that your sisters get audited every year. I don't know how she got on the sisters and only the sisters, but the sisters, it's on. It's just, I can't do a second version of this because it is just, oh, and by the way, this is 3 minutes and 18 seconds. I got through 45 seconds of it, maybe a minute of it. Mm-hmm. I cut that down from 6 minutes of this.
I'm sorry.
On and on.
Poor young man.
On and on and on. And it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And I'm the first to tell you I am an advocate of mental health. Dude, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. When you during it, I get it. If you hear a recording of yourself and even you look at yourself and go, yeah, I was right to be that bad, lady, you need mental health. It literally was not.
She couldn't have just hung up the phone.
Like everybody on the face of the planet, Tracy. Everybody on the face of the planet, hang the freaking phone up. That's it.
Or you do like I do. Tell them, do not put my name, take my name off your list. Don't call me.
There's a point when Karenism, goes beyond and becomes a mental health crisis. That was a mental health crisis. She had lost touch with reality.
Anna, she's gone. She's gone. I'm only giving you a snippet of it, but when she went to, her threat was for the IRS to make sure that the IRS audit your family. I'm going to, and some part of it, I'm going to make sure that I find every woman in your family and make their life miserable. I don't know where she was going with it. I don't even think she know where she was going with it. And what was making her more and more mad was he wasn't getting mad. And that was making her more mad because he wasn't
staying calm.
Yeah, he was staying calm. But when she said, what's your first name? Whatever she said, Aaron.
First and last. She wanted first and last. Yeah,
Alex and then
Alex or Aaron or something. And what's your last name? I don't give out my last. Huh? You don't get. Ooh! I'm like, oh, this lady.
Or just hang up the phone. I'm not an advocate of alcoholic beverages, because of.
But this
But
dude is going to have a field day when he get off work.
Is there any kind of rule when you work at a call center that you cannot hang up on customers?
yes, I could. At the call center
Yes
I
and
work at,
no.
we cannot. They could call us every name
There are
in the
much ways to
book,
get to quit ringing.
and
Like, what
we
did I do?
cannot. Of
Wow.
course, that doesn't mean a computer can't malfunction, but that's a whole different thing.
Okay, yeah.
There are some companies that's getting better, but
Yeah.
they're still few and
Okay.
far between. But there are some companies that flat out, as soon as they start cussing, you give them a warning. If they
Yeah.
cuss again, and you know what I mean by cussing. I don't mean,
Yeah.
damn, this bill is high. That's not a warning. Like they're talking
Right.
literally
Yeah.
about,
If they
well,
start saying you MF, you
you
make
Yeah.
MF
mistake,
and all that, you get a warning.
call
If
you
they
the
do it
N word.
again, you get a second warning with, I will disconnect this call. The third
Mm.
warning is, and the good thing about it is good, bad, whatever. I think it's good because it keeps you from making it personal. Because there's a script that you have to say. Sir, ma'am, you're using blah 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 language. I just have to
I'll
warn
use
you.
whatever language I want.
Ma'am,
Mm.
ma'am, again, you're using derogatory or inflammatory or I love the lawyer thing. That's always been my favorite rule. If you don't do what I tell you to do, then I'm gonna get my lawyer. Well, sir, since you have decided to bring in legal representation, I no longer can hold this conversation with you. I ask that you send all correspondence from this point on to our legal department. Thank
Thank
you and
you
have a
and have a
great
nice
day.
day.
And hang up. I love that rule.
Yeah.
I love that rule.
And people,
That's
boy,
good.
I could start on call center calls. Oh my goodness, it'd be the whole podcast. I don't even want to do it. It's the whole podcast. People who call centers, y'all need to check y'all attitude. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't our fault. We just telling you, we answering your question, and that's
Mm-hmm.
all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't worked in a call center in a long time, and chances are my new job, whenever I get it, is going to be back to talking to people, which I've gone a long time not.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And it's like you want to understand them. You understand they're having a bad day. They're not mad at you. But once you call me name, oh no, nah. Cause see, old Tracy would call you back and
so
be like,
basically, you have
I
to,
don't need it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you do.
You do have to talk to him like a child,
You
basically.
do. Because some of the
Yeah.
time, even when I was working in a call center, I used to have to say, ma'am or sir, please stop yelling. Not because I don't understand that you're upset, it's because I don't understand a word that's coming out of your mouth. So I can't help you because I don't even understand what the issue is because all you're yelling and screaming at the top of your lungs, and on my side, I'm getting, and I'm like, I don't even know your name, let alone help you because I don't even know what you're saying.
Wow.
And usually, especially when people call in, oh my goodness, when your child has to tell you to calm down in the background, that's when you've lost it. When your small child has to say, "Mommy, please stop yelling,"
Wow.
stop. Just
What?
take
Wait a
a
minute.
take a look at yourself.
What's the story
Mm-hmm.
about the lady who went to Subway or whatever it was, and she went to get the sub, and I want that bread. Can you put that stuff on it? I changed my mind. Can you not? Can you take the stuff off? Can you give me another piece of bread and blah blah blah? And just had a hissy fit when they said they don't have this special kind of sauce. And the daughter looked at her and said, "See, this is why I don't stay with you and I stay with daddy," and walked out. If that
Oh.
don't hit you
It
as a
should.
parent,
When your
if
child
that
has to
don't hit you as a parent, to not only say that, but walk out like, I don't even want to hold
Mm-hmm.
a conversation. I don't even want to still go on the road to rest.
I know, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Marlon. What
Like,
Marlon said.
do you as a parent, that hurts.
It should.
But then again,
It
I give a damn.
meant to.
It ain't about
Mhm.
me. So sorry. Sorry. I actually do kind of care what my children do, especially if I know I'm in the wrong. But there are some people who
They can't tell me nothing. I'm always right. You probably didn't need to have children.
I raised you.
Mhm.
You owe me. I don't owe you for doing your
No.
Don't owe you
job.
nothing.
What are you talking about? You did your job. Congratulations. I'm out of your house. Bye.
You the one had unprotected sex. So what we like really doing here?
Nothing.